Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Lars.
And on today's Going In Raw News Brief, Lars Sullivan speaks about his WWE release. We recap Impact and preview tonight's NXT and AEW. But first, is Edge returning to a full-time schedule? Larson, what's in the news?
Edge is in the news. He's been in the news for the better part of a week since returning on Raw, saying he was in the Rumble, winning Rumble, being kind of on the fence about who he's going to challenge at WrestleMania. And then today, of course, we'll get to this later, he's going to be on NXT tonight. So he had an interview with CBS Sports, and he let it be known that he's not terribly interested in just being a part-timer during his current run. This is what he had to say, quote, "I didn't come back to just do a greatest hits tour. That's not why I came back. I didn't just want to do regurgitated greatest hits. I wanted to come back because I wanted to tell compelling stories. I wanted to get in with a lot of talent so that if I could impart wisdom from 29 years of doing this in terms of trying to tell a story that's really exciting for me. I love so much of this talent, and it's exciting to be able to get in with them. Did I necessarily know that I was going to try to work towards WrestleMania? No. A lot of those things are out of your hands. I did know I was going to put in the work to put the work in and be able to do it if called upon. That's part of my responsibility in coming back as well. I don't just want to be another body. I want to be able to help and to help the totality of the industry if I can. If that means that this year Edge main events WrestleMania, okay, I'll do my part to make that happen and make it as compelling as I possibly can. But I also want to get in there with loads of talent. My goal is to come back and tell great stories in the main event of WrestleMania or on Raw, whatever it is. I came back committed to this. After my family, this is my top priority. If I'm asked to be in a title program heading into WrestleMania, I'm here every week. That's the way I operate. I'm not going to be the guy who comes in for 1 week and floats off for 8 weeks. If I'm involved and I'm in the mix, I'm going to be here every week because that's how I operate. Now, I don't necessarily interpret this to me between now and his contract expires. He's going to be on Raw and SmackDown every week. If he's involved in a story, he's there. Now, once that story concludes, and maybe they want to wait a bit till the next thing pops up for him, wouldn't be surprised if he's off TV for a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's always, whenever you read things like this, the part of my brain that thinks about the business aspect of things always sort of starts firing off, because it's like, okay, that's cool. I'm just sort of curious what the arrangement is, because it kind of, also, I doubt he's going to be doing any work for free. There's a number of matches that he has contractually obligated to do. Who knows in terms of what kind of TV segments? But from what he's saying, it just sounds like we're going to see plenty of Edge. It's not going to be like a Goldberg situation or a Brock Lesnar situation where he's going to be there. He could potentially be, if he ends up getting that title off of Roman Reigns, for example, he could be the biggest, the head face, the face of SmackDown, basically, for the next year or so after WrestleMania. So,
and just because he's there every week doesn't mean he's wrestling every week.
Yeah,
if he's there to tell stories, advance stories, there's other ways to do that rather than just wrestling all the time.
When's the last time? Like, it's rare that Roman Reigns wrestles on SmackDown. Like, usually he has segments and then he'll wrestle at pay-per-views.
It happens on occasion, but not
every once in a while. I mean, he mixes it up. Like, on the go home or on the second to last week of SmackDown, he got put through a table. I'm not saying he takes it easy. I'm just saying that, for him to put on the gear and get in the ring, it's not really necessary to make your presence known if the stories don't necessitate it.
And also, if you're a main eventer, you wrestling in a match usually is an attraction. You want to save those attractions, specifically for times when people be paying money to watch those particular matches. If it necessitates, say, Roman or Edge, as we saw on Raw this Monday, them to wrestle on Raw or SmackDown to advance the story, by all means do it. But more often than not, when you have a huge star, a huge main eventer of the caliber of Roman or Edge, usually they only wrestle on pay-per-views for a very good reason. People will pay to watch them.
There's also the matter of, he was gone for 7 months, and who knows how many appearances he was contracted that he missed out on, and now he might have just a whole, boatload of them. He's like, okay, well, I owe you all these appearances. You pay me a ton of money. I'm going to be here for a while, so use me. That's why we're going to see him on NXT tonight. And then, of course, he's going to show up on SmackDown, and Roman Reigns will probably say something kind of rude to him, and he'll be like, okay, well, fine, I'm just going to take your title then at WrestleMania.
It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible.
Anyway, so yesterday afternoon, PW Insider broke that Lars Sullivan had been released by WWE last month, very quietly. Shortly after that news broke, Fightful Select, go check them out, go subscribe. I think it's FightfulSelect.com. Reached out to Lars Sullivan for comment, and Lars confirmed his release and noted that he informed WWE that he was done wrestling after, quote, battling crippling anxiety issues to the point of struggling to eat during days of TV filming and was having trouble sleeping. That sounds awful. I hope that Lars finds the peace that he needs in his life. I would suggest going to Fightful Select. This is only one small quote out of a whole bunch of them. I don't know if he's going to do like a proper video interview with them or not, but there's a pretty decent amount of stuff in there. But the bottom line with him was, he says, it was amicable between him and WWE. He actually praised them for, quietly releasing him. He says, I think they did that maybe to help me out a little bit and not make such a big deal about it. But yeah, I mean, being a wrestler, I could only imagine would be a lot of pressure to perform, and that's probably, for certain individuals that could probably wreak havoc on your anxiety. So hopefully he finds what he's looking for in his life. I'll be honest, I always thought that he brought something unique to the table. I know that his activities outside the ring could be controversial, but I was hoping that it was the kind of stuff that maybe he could find some redemption. By all accounts, in terms of like the messages he used to post on message boards, he apologized profusely, and many superstars came out and said, it was heartfelt, his apologies. You just hope that somebody like that, you want to see them succeed, but evidently he's going to try to find success somewhere else other than wrestling.
Seems that way.
So last night we had a good time watching some Impact with the Enforcer. So I missed a lot of it because I was too busy engaging in conversation and eating my dinner. No, I'm joking. Wait, hold on. Scott D'Amore suspended Ken Shamrock. I did miss that.
Yeah, you did miss that.
I guess so.
I had to go to a written recap to remind myself of some of these things.
Was this when he was talking to Sami Callihan in the office?
In his office, That's when that happened. So the opening bout was Havoc. She defeated Tasha Steelz. After that, there's a segment in Scott D'Amore's office where he suspends Ken Shamrock for beating up a ref, putting the ref in the ankle lock. After that, James Storm and Chris Sabin stepped up to the Good Brothers. They won a match. Good Brothers were like, pfft.
We're champions. We don't need to fight you guys. And James Storm said, "That's not nice. That's nice. Not what you just said." And then, the challenge was laid down. We had Josh Alexander.
Next week they were in a match, or they're gonna be in the ring. They didn't really confirm whether there was a match. The Good Brothers. Carl Anderson says, "Meet me in the ring next week. We'll work this all out."
Because James Storm was like, "Let's do this in the parking lot." And Carl Anderson, "We're not animals. We're gonna meet you in the ring." Anyways, Josh Alexander defeated Madman Fulton. Hernandez helped one-eyed Brian Myers. Now he's got an eye patch. The most professional one-eyed wrestler. And then they attacked Eddie Edwards. Larry D defeated Crazy Steve. We had a Trey Miguel interview, which was then interrupted by Sami Callihan, who was making direct references to what Triple H said or inferred about Trey Miguel not having passion in this business. So they're going to get into a thing now, I assume. Jordan Grace defeated Susan, and that led to the return of ODB, the Impact return of ODB. We had a segment with Matt Hardy and Private Party, but I don't really know what they said.
Let's just go to the highlight of the show. Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan, the paid advertisement.
Tony and Tony.
Man, Tony Khan, best promo in the business right now. This is probably my favorite one of these paid ads he's done.
This was the best one.
Talk about being an emotional decision maker, calling himself a shark like the hat, like the thing Tony has on his head and on his glasses. He week by week he's getting a bit more arrogant. A bit more snarky.
He's going off the rails, man. It's great.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
It's really great. It's by far my favorite part of Impact every single week. I hope whenever this collaboration ends whenever they, find the resolution to these ads here, these paid advertisements, $100 paid advertisements. I'm hoping that we get a little bit, just even a little bit of Tony Khan on regular AEW programming, because he really is something special with these.
He's really good. He's really good.
Let's see here. We had Rohi Raju pinned the X Division champion TJP with some help from Mahabali Shera. He returned.
Yeah, not a title match, but I guess if they follow by wrestling protocol, now that Rohit has pinned champion, he should get title match.
Yeah, but it's Impact, so that could actually mean he's gonna actually pin the champion and win the title, or not. I don't know.
I don't know. Main event: Moose and Chris Bay defeated Rich Swann and Tommy Dreamer after Tommy sidestepped the spear from Moose. Moose speared Rich Swann to get the win. Yeah,
again, Moose, the guy who we kind of feel is going to end up with that Impact Championship at some point, pinned the champion, Rich Swann, which usually wouldn't happen until they actually have that match for the title. So I don't know what's going on there, man. Impact works in mysterious ways, much like God himself.
They do. We got some exciting wrestling tonight. AEW NXT. Here's your preview for AEW's Beach Break.
Beach Break
going down tonight. We'll have our reactions of those. We'll be streaming those on Twitch, twitch.tv/Steven Larson, about 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Here's what we can expect. Hangman Page and Matt Hardy teaming against Chaos Project. Kip and Penelope, they're getting married tonight.
Oh yeah, dude.
How is Miro going to ruin the nuptials?
He's going to ruin the shit out of that.
Oh yeah.
They should bring what they should do? They should have, what's his face? Matt. What's Aiden English's name? Matt.
Oh yeah.
Matt something.
His last name.
Here's his last name now.
He's on Quizlemania today.
I know.
Is it today or next week? Is it today or next week?
I don't know. They should have him run videotape of Penelope and Miro.
There you go.
Getting it, kind of like when he had videotape of what was it, him trying to hit on Lon or something.
Yeah.
Boy, that was messed up how they ruined that.
That was Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker. That should be great.
That'll be good, yeah.
Darby Allin and Sting will be there live.
Nice. When's their street fight? Oh, it's a Revolution.
That's Revolution, March 7th. Yeah. Lance Archer and Eddie Kingston in a lumberjack match. That should be great.
Yeah, it should be really good. I'm really looking forward to that.
Team Battle Royal winner gets a title shot at Revolution. Guess what? That should be great.
Yeah, it should be really good.
And then Kenny and the Good Brothers taking on Jon Moxley, Ray Phoenix, Pac. One was the main event. Guess what?
Yeah, what?
That should be great.
Should be really good. We also have NXT on this day. Edge sees clearly the road to NXT. He's going to be there tonight to challenge Finn Balor, to tell Finn Balor, hey, man, you got a target on your back, man. And then we got the Undisputed Era ready for war against Ciampa and Thatcher, the future Dusty Cup winners. Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro battle. Oh, that's tonight. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez for the spot in the Dusty Cup finals. Bad news, Caden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are winning that.
Well,
who's on the other side? Is Shotzi and Ember? Are they on the other side of the Dusty Cup class? Okay.
Yeah, I think the semifinal match is between Candice and Indy, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be one or the other. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Caden will pull away. Maybe Caden and Casey will get that. I do feel like this, though. I feel like whoever wins this match here is probably going to win the whole thing.
Interesting.
Wait, Candice is fighting too? Shit, man. I don't know. Anyways, Lucha House Party going to take on Legado del Fantasma in the Dusty Cup quarterfinals. Legado del Fantasma is going to win that.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Because there's another MSK, I think, are on that side of the bracket, too. All right. Anyways, join us tonight on Twitch, twitch.tv/Steven Larson for our AEW Beach Break Night 1. Wait, is it just one night, right?
Yeah,
or is it two nights? One night? Okay.
Just one night.
Beach Break recap. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Help support Going In Raw today by becoming a Friendo Club TV member. You'll get access to new bonus episodes every week, including Friendo Club Arcade, Live Power Rank, Vintage 10 for the Wins, and Ask Steven Larson. Get access to Friendo Club TV today by becoming a $5 and up patron at patreon.com/Steven Larson, by throwing us a sub at twitch.tv/Steven Larson, or by clicking join at youtube.com/Steven Larson.